Most people get scared when they hear the word in-laws, but Prince William may have been lucky. His friendship with Carole and Michael Middleton has gotten stronger over the years that he's known them. When Prince William started dating Princess Catherine, a lot of people talked about how wealthy her parents were. Carole Middleton grew up in public housing and comes from a working-class family. Michael Middleton, on the other hand, comes from a wealthy family. Both of them met while working for British Airways. They later became rich through their party pieces business. They were able to raise Catherine and her brothers in a traditional middle-class way by sending them to a private school and giving them a nice home. But the British have had a class system for a long time, and some people thought that Catherine, who was from the middle class, wasn't a good match for William, who was from the top class. After that, the press went after Carole because of her class. In 2007, William and Catherine broke up for a short time. Some people thought Carole was to blame. At the time, rumors went around that wealthy people in William's inner group thought Carole was rude and illiterate. A source told the Daily Mail that William was angry about the racist attacks. The source said William does not believe that anyone genuinely or even remotely connected with him would say such things and is horrified that these reports have been made public. Emerged. His guess is that a lot of trouble is being caused. He believes it is wrong and not necessary, especially for Kate and her family. In 2009, William and Catherine were back together, but Carole was said to be getting worried that William hadn't proposed yet. When Katie Nicholl asked a source about the royal family, the source said Carole is worried that Kate's life has kind of stopped. Because so many people are interested in Kate, she says she can't do normal things. Nicholl's book Kate the Future Queen says that in 2009, Carole met with William in secret to talk about her fears. Nicholl wrote, maybe it was all the talk about weighty Katie that got to William. What the prince heard might have been the words of his soon-to-be mother-in-law. Just before Christmas 2009, Carole Middleton asked him with worry when he was going to teach her daughter how to be a good woman. At the time, William was training with the RAF. He told Carole that he would marry Catherine when he was done. He kept his word and asked Catherine to marry him in October 2010. She was absolutely over the moon. William asked Michael for approval after he asked him to marry him, which is the opposite of what most people do. He knew it was a bad idea. Well, I wasn't sure if I should ask Kate's dad first or not. Then I realized that he might say no after all. I believed that if I asked Kate first, he would not be able to say no. Soon after Kate said yes, William talked to Michael, but the conversation made Michael feel bad. William told his future father-in-law that Queen Elizabeth II didn't know about the marriage yet while they were shooting at Balmoral. William had to get permission from the Queen to marry Kate, so he asked Michael to keep the news of their engagement from Her Majesty. Michael agreed and didn't tell anyone about the good news, which made him even more loyal to the firm. In 2010, when William and Kate announced they were getting married, William talked about Carole and Michael in an interview with ITV News. He said that the Middleton family was very close and that he already felt like he was a part of it. Mike and Carole have only been, really sort of loving and caring and really fun and have been really welcoming towards me. Friends told Vanity Fair in 2011 about William's relationship with the Middletons. A friend said that William loved taking vacations with his in-laws because they are so laid back. Compared to trips he takes with his own family who have to follow royal rules, these breaks were a nice change. A different friend talked about how much fun William is with Carole. She's very young at heart and a great performer, they said. It's a favorite joke of hers and Michael's to call out the flights coming into Mystique in their best air hostess sounds while they eat outside. It always makes William laugh out loud. They've been married since 1980 and are still going strong. In 2014, they marked their 34th wedding anniversary and Prince William made sure they did something royal. He brought Carole and Michael to Sandringham and showed them around the beautiful Amer Hall. A person told the Daily Mail that William and Michael also spent time together as men. They had a barbecue on Saturday afternoon, the source said. Mike helped William and the women had fun with Prince George. That Carole and Michael want William to be a part of their big day says a lot about how they feel about each other. It was a few days after William's 32nd birthday and Michael's 65th. The fact that they celebrated together showed how close William and Kate's parents have become since he married Kate. There have been many problems between Prince William and King Charles III. In his widely bad 2023 book, Spare, Prince Harry said that his older brother William was upset about Charles' relationship with Camilla, Queen Consort, because William thought she was getting in the way of their relationship. William, on the other hand, has a great relationship with his father-in-law, which has sometimes hurt his relationship with his own dad. There is a report in Vanity Fair that William likes to call his father-in-law dad, which makes Charles mad. That's not the only problem Charles has had with the Middletons. Tom Bower wrote a book in 2018 called Rebel Prince: The Power, Passion, and Defiance of Prince Charles. In it, he said that Charles, who was still Prince of Wales at the time, was angry that his son was close with the Middletons. When William decided to spend Christmas with Catherine's family, Charles must have felt like his role as family head was being taken away. Bower wrote, "The prince was cut off from his grandkids by the distance between Highgrove and Norfolk, and A." Kate's mother, Carole Middleton, was given the power to lead. Several of the Queen's servants noticed this. So they agreed not to pay attention to Carole Middleton at social events when Queen Elizabeth II saw how upset her grandson was about the fight. She tried to make things better by telling the press that she got along well with Carole. Princess Catherine will likely keep Carole and Michael's titles when she becomes Queen Consort. However, they could be in line for awards that are normally given to commoners. The Middletons will also have to get used to having a queen as a child, which is a scary thought for the middle-class pair. However, Carole and Michael don't have to worry too much because William has been slowly getting them ready for that big change. A documentary from 2021 called When the Middletons Met the Monarchy says that William told his in-laws that their lives would change forever, but that they could call him at any time if they needed help. Angela Mutanda, a relationship counselor, said that members of the royal family learn the manners that go with their position as children. If someone has to learn those rules later in life, they will need help getting used to them so they don't make any mistakes. I think it's only fair to give the Middleton family advice, support, and help about how to act in public. Because he was born into a wealthy family, Prince William never really had a normal childhood. This caused a lot of stress for the young prince. Mary and Michael, on the other hand, have shown William how to be a good parent to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. In 2022, royal podcaster Raquel Andrews told OK he admires the way that Carole and Michael brought up Catherine, Pippa, and James, Kate's siblings, and that seems to show in the way that William is now a down-to-earth father. From the 2015 documentary Kate Middleton, Here We Go Again, we learned that Carole has had a big impact on William's straightforward approach to parenting. Having the Middletons in their lives is one of the things that makes William and Kate so normal. In an interview with Good Housekeeping in 2021, Carole talked about how she treats her grandkids with a sense of reality, which she has clearly passed on to William and Catherine. She said, "I want to run down the hills, climb the trees, and go through the tunnel at the playground." Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris when Prince William was only 15 years old. He got through his teens and 20s without a mother, but Carole has become a mother to him. In 2021, someone close to the royal family told The Sun, William's in-laws have become like second parents. Angela Levin, a royal biographer, says that William liked his mother, but she often made him take care of adult duties. She told the kid about her personal problems and basically took care of him like a mom. So Carole has given William some security as a mother. Levin said Carole freed William from such stress by loving him for who he was, not what he was. He didn't have to worry about what he said or be responsible for how she felt because she made him feel safe, at ease, and protected. Diana used to tell William a lot of private things, but now he can tell Carole. Okay. Was told by Raquel Andrews he lost Diana when he was very young, so he possibly looks up to Carole because he hasn't had a mother figure in a long time. With Carole and Michael, he can talk to people who are not in the royal family. Prince William and Prince Harry have a lot of bad blood, so when Harry left the royal family in 2020, it was very hard for the brothers. They had lost their mother when they were young, and they were also no longer in touch with each other. I believe your mom would be upset about the way you're together with your brother now. In 2020, royal author Phil Dampier told The Sun that Carole, a smart businessman who had a hard childhood, was the best person to help William through this tough time. Sources also told the news source that William went to his in-laws for comfort after Megxit, and that Carole stayed with William and Kate during that time. It's easy to see why William and Kate are so upset about what happened, one person said. William has lost his brother as a family worker, and he and Kate now have a lot more to be responsible for. He feels better now that he can talk to Carole about how he feels. Prince William has done everything he can to make Carole and Michael feel welcome at royal events, even though they are not royalty. For example, in 2018, the Middletons went to the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. In 2022, they also paid their respects at the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II at Windsor Castle, where they were with top royals and VIP guests. The Middletons also went to May 2023 to see King Charles III crowned. Robert Harmon's book Charles III, The Inside Story, says that William made it his goal to get his in-laws invited to the important event. When Princess Catherine was told she had cancer in 2024, her parents were very upset, which was only natural. Carole and Michael put on brave faces, though, to help William and their 3 grandkids through the hard times. Royal biographer Duncan Larcombe told the Mirror that the fact that Carole and Michael seemed pretty normal probably helped William deal with his wife's condition. According to Larcombe, they are a pretty normal family unit, which will help Kate get better. I believe that William will now spend more time with the Middleton family and truly become their adopted son over the next few weeks and months. In particular, Carole stepped in to help her grandkids get used to their new life. A friend of the Middletons told The Independent that Carole had started to take the kids to school and give them a lot of help. Someone said she's come to the rescue, provided reassurance, and has been a rock to Catherine and William as they come to terms with the news. As proof of how close they are, Carole and William were seen going to the pub together while Catherine was sick with cancer. It was a nice break from everything going on.